conduct this meeting. We ask, Father, that you bless each of one of us individually and bless us all collectively as a group. Bless those who's in attendance to hear the business that we shall take on today, Father God. I ask that the decisions we make are good in thy sight, Father God. All these blessings and others I ask in thy Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome each of you to our board meeting. At this time, I will ask the sitting supervisors to look over the agenda and make any addition shall be or any subtraction from the agenda. I will at 4:23. I'm still going. At 4:23, I would like to add Mr. Gary, AFR update and jewelry budget. Under the engineer report at 4:45, B special project hourly rate, and under the road managers at 450A, accept quotes for lowboy.
Did you look at that bike ordinance? Did you have a chance to look at it?
Nobody said it.
Nobody gave it to you? I'll wait till the next meeting.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's that. That's on the table. That's what I thought on the table.
We'll get to you, Sheriff.
So there we go. D. All right. At 4:55, under Deborah Tate Hibbler, we're going to add a D, and that's going to be budget amendment. Under 455, Deborah Tate Hibbler, budget amendment, a D. It's going to be D, budget amendment. Will there be any others? If not, I entertain a motion to accept this agenda with the necessary corrections or additions.
I'll make it.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown that we accept this agenda with the additions. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. We're now at 4:05. Public hearing on rezoning. Go ahead.
Mr. Supervisor, today we are to hold a public hearing for the rezoning of a request for 1910 Grenada Boulevard to change it from R2 to R3 to allow the placement of a mobile home. This notice was approved by the Board of Supervisors. The notice has properly run in the Greenwood Commonwealth. I have the proof with me of the advertisement that it has run, and we are to hear from anyone that objects to that rechanging of the rezone.
Are there anyone? If not,
I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second.
it has been motioned by Supervisor Brown and second by Supervisor Moore to approve the rezoning. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Okay, we're now at 4:10. Ms. Pamela Keys. Hey, how you doing, Ms. Keys?
I'm requesting a budget amendment.
I'll make that motion
What?
on a budget amendment. It's within your budget. You could look at that.
Yes, sir.
I looked at it.
And Bun and I sat down and met with her to go over the budget.
Okay. It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Moore. Any question? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Thank you, Ms. Keys. All right, we're now at 4:15. Mr. Leroy Ware.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I am requesting permission to employ Mr. Bertram Keys as a deputy tax assessor in the Leflore County Tax Assessor's Office.
Bertram Keys.
Bertram Neal, I'm sorry. Bertram Neal. He get the name mixed up. That's why I'm retired. Requesting Mr. Bertram Neal as a deputy tax assessor. After he passed all requirements, pre-employment requirements, he was starting work on May 1st.
All right. You retired June 1st, right?
I'm retiring Thursday.
Thursday. Okay.
It's in the budget, right?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
make that motion.
Second.
There has been motion by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Moore. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ware. All right, we're now at 4:20. Contract with GovE.
Good afternoon, I'm David Myers.
Good afternoon.
GovE's, I think, visited with you
3 times.
several occasions. Was welcome the opportunity to work with you. We work in 76 of 82 counties in Mississippi, where we host their delinquent tax auction, and then we work in another 15 states and about 300 more counties. Attorney Pulley had one revision request, and that we made it. It was an indemnification clause that we just struck completely at his request, and I'm here to answer any questions if you had any.
Mr. Supervisor, the reason we struck the indemnification clause is because the Sota County opinion, AG opinion from 2002 states that the counties cannot agree to any indemnification clauses whatsoever, and so Mr. Myers removed that entire portion from the contract. He emailed it to me earlier today. I've already seen the changes, and I believe he has copies for the board to see the changes. If you all are okay, I'm 100% comfortable with the signing of the contract.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Going
Yes, sir.
back to what I asked you about the bond.
Yes, sir.
All right. How are we covered if somebody steals from y'all?
Yes, sir. So we would label the county as additionally insured. And
Additional insurance for what?
additionally insured for, we have about a $16 million policy that is covered in whether it's cybersecurity, general liability, professional liability.
But
We have-
for theft, is it in it?
Yes, sir. So there's actually a $2 million policy just for theft. We have every bit of insurance that we can possibly have.
And y'all will put Leflore County as additional
Yes, sir.
insurance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The other thing in that contract is an automatic renewal. I really wasn't comfortable with an automatic renewal. That's up to this board.
How we have it structured now, and that was on the first page, first paragraph at the very end, and it just states it renews automatically unless it's canceled. And you can cancel it at any time.
You can cancel at any time. So
But
Yes.
now, who can count? Both of us or any of us?
Well, both of us could, but you can cancel at any time.
With what kind of notice?
I think it says 90 days.
90 days.
But if you want to scratch through it and say 30, again, I think I said this before. If I have to have a contract to keep your business, then I have bigger problems. And so if you want to say, I'll give you a 5-day notice, it doesn't.
I don't care about the notice. I'm more concerned about the renewal.
Gotcha.
So I'd like to scratch the automatic renewal
Okay.
if it's all right with this board.
what if it's not costing us anything? What is automatic renewal going to do?
One thing is I don't know that we have the authority beyond our period of time. And sometimes it automatically renews and you don't even know it.
When that change?
Huh?
When that change beyond our time?
A lot of contracts can't go beyond the board time.
They should.
You know, when I got here, we signed one 5 years beyond the board term. When I got here.
I'm just trying to tell you. But what I'm saying is, you sitting here, it renews, you never know about it, and it just automatically renews, and you might not have wanted it to renew. Now, if you want a 90-day clause, then we could have a problem coming up on a sale, which I don't want to happen. So, I mean, it ain't
That's
a
not
big
uncommon
deal.
to change it to 30 days or to change it to 10 days. I mean, that's not uncommon. And if you would like to have that where you guys could change it at any time, I mean, that's completely up to you. I think that a 30-day would probably be responsible just because once you get into an advertisement period and you're advertising delinquent parcels with the Commonwealth, because you have to follow the statute. Once you advertise, then you'd say, hey, it's at Derwin Gubby's or it's going to be here at the courthouse. I mean, but whatever the board is comfortable with on that, I promise you we're comfortable with it as well. We're usually not in the business of losing counties we never have.
Gotcha.
That's however, whatever they can be struck through.
I entertain the motion.
I'll make it.
Is that motion with the automatic renewal scratched, or is it with the left in
30-day renewal.
the 30 day?
Automatic 30-day renewal.
I say Let me get some clarity on that.
It's going to be
Instead of an automatic year.
Instead of being automatic renewal, it's going to be with a 30-day notice. We can come out of the contract with a 30-day notice because initially it said 90.
All right.
We're still gonna buy the automatic renewal.
That's what I wanted clarity on, because I think the 30 days is to get out of the contract, either party, right?
It is.
It is.
What I'm
Okay.
saying that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and what you were asking about was the annual.
Right.
My suggestion was to stretch the automatic renewal for a year and do an automatic 30-day renewal. And you still have 30 days to get out of it. Because the contract is going to, if we don't re-sign the contract, it's going to automatically renew for 30 days anyway. So I'm just saying that's what the language should say instead of automatically a year.
But and the thing about it is that all right, let's say that their year is up. We're not sure GovE is going to come back before us and present it again. So then what if we come up on a tax sale and they're not in place?
That's where your 30 days come
Well,
from.
it's gonna be, you have plenty time for that, don't you?
That's what
Yeah, because I already told that we don't like the first time to be waiting for 30 days, 90 days.
Yeah, I mean,
So are you comfortable with that, with the automatic renewal being scratched out of it completely?
Well, I mean, the 30 days is fine, like Ms. Sansel said, we can go with that.
Okay.
What was your motion, Mr. Collins? Everybody's going to stay out there. What was your 30 days?
Okay.
Renew, automatic renew,
Little 30-day notice.
30-day notice.
so you're leaving the automatic renewal in.
Yes, sir, for 30 days.
for 30 days only, not a
Yes.
year.
For 90 days.
Yes, that's what we're changing it to.
That's what is being said.
That's what it's being changed to instead
Y'all
of.
gonna change it to a 30 day? No,
No, hold on.
That's why I said. No.
I need to clarify that.
What you're asking?
My motion. I think what the consensus is to remove the automatic annual renewal cycle and to change to where it says 90 days, either party can get out of the contract, to 30 days, either party can get out of the contract.
That's it.
That's
Is that
what
your
I-
motion?
That was.
Is that
Wait,
your
he
motion?
got
Oh.
I'll second.
Okay.
More motion.
All right. It has been motioned by Supervisor Moore and second by Supervisor Brown. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
Thank you for your time and the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. 423, Mr. Gary.
Good afternoon, board.
How you doing?
County Administrator, my clerk, sir. I have two things I'd like to come before the board concerning me today. I'll actually back as well. We got my Social Security number on PERS, bring it back in. I'll have it be spread across the minute. But I'm coming to get an update on my annual financial report, AFR. So, had some financial obligations that I had to satisfy the county as well. I'll get an update on that. We also have a request. Okay, so y'all go to page 2, line number 7. That was the amount of money that I made over the cap that I had to satisfy with Leflore County on April 15th. And that was after the board. I think we had a board meeting on 13th. But we all had a board meeting 13th. And the 20th we all didn't meet. So today is the day. I need to come back to go on record to let the board know that I've satisfied that amount according to statute, what the law required. And I've satisfied that amount received on line 7 to the floor.
Well, you got this 24,000 up here, setting up vote machine.
Yes, sir.
What year are we talking about? You got 24,000 that year too?
Yes, sir, but it's probably 2 different elections. It wasn't together. It was throughout the course of it. You got to look at it for the year. It's for the fiscal year of 2025. Calendar
In
year.
25, you got 24,000.
That's correct.
In 26, this is the amount on line 7, right, Mr. Gibbs?
Yes, sir.
Second page.
Second page, line number 7. That's the amount I had to satisfy to the county.
Oh,
That was over the county. I did everything was done, all expenses paid. The associated to the surplus office. That was the amount that was out to the county.
So you need us to entertain a motion accepting the end of your acceptance?
Yes, sir. Just let you all know, but at the same time, what I do, I actually get back. But once the PERS certified, the official paperwork will come back together based on the reimbursement and all that. And that will be spread across the minute, but I like to have it back.
We gonna approve this though, didn't we?
That was FYI.
No, you said, you said when they come back.
Yes.
do you need any action?
He said no.
Well, this is a question. I don't know if you're going to do it now, maybe do it later. But as it relates to the budget, circuit court budget, it's a line for the jury and witness fees. Undoubtedly last year, it was budgeted for $20,000. Came in last year about $36,000, so like $16,000 over. What happened undoubtedly during this fiscal year? There probably no changes that were made to the budget. Probably more the same because I realized that, which it wasn't my call based on the circuit court budget. They have something to do with the judges, but they submitted more the same because I realized it was a very material amount. They were crunching certain numbers. And so as a result of it, here we are now 7 months into the fiscal year with 5 months left and not enough funds in place on the line item to pay the jurors. So it seemed like we're trending along the same line. So wherever that $16,000 shortfall was last fiscal year, undoubtedly when it was budgeted, it was unfunded. So I spoke to the comptroller about replenishing the account, but she let me know it wasn't anything there to replenish. So coming for the board, asking the board, which is county money, not my money, it's because it's funded by the county for the circuit court. And so we're asking that the board will get some time maybe to look over it and then get with the comptroller and give her permission to allow her to move those necessary funds to 001-161-575, which is jury witness fee account, the line item, so we can cut these checks for these jurors who have already served.
I think you're in the wrong place. I think you should have went to Cynthia.
I went to the comptroller.
Somebody's got to tell us. Somebody's got to recommend it.
I was just, when I went to her, after we submitted necessary paperwork to have it to be replenished so we could pay them, she notified and let me know there wasn't nothing else for me to get.
I did, and it's one line item that I told him he could transfer from that line item because it's one of the things you use, and I told you to write it down and bring it on here and ask for the request. There was one line item that he could transfer. It was $18,000 that he could transfer from there to where he want to pay. Get the jury check short out.
Well, I
So
looked
we're
over there.
moving line item.
That was Vaughn's suggestion, but what Mr. Gary is saying is he's asking the county
Because
to
that particular
replenish.
line is like administrative transfer to the state. And I didn't budget this, so possibly one of the 4 judges possibly did. But if we moved in, then it'd be a shortfall in that line item. Then they come back again for the board with something to ask for.
So is that, go ahead.
As far as I'm concerned, the recommendation needs to come from the county administrator. You need to get with her, in my opinion, and y'all need to come out with what you requesting.
Okay.
And then bring it back to the board. But that's my suggestion.
If
I
that's
mean, because that department head, I wouldn't want all department heads coming up here. That's what we got the county administrator for.
And
Well, I wasn't coming necessarily to act board do nothing today. I was coming really to, while I had the opportunity, I was for the board. As an FYI, because if the constituent were getting a call as concerned about why they're not getting a check, why they're not getting paid, then eventually I'll be called back up here. So I want to make sure, while I had an audience, got an opportunity to do so, that I just have my concern. And it is a concern.
all right.
Okay, well, I'm with Mr. Abraham on this one.
Yes, sir.
You would
Yes, sir.
you would get with Ms. Stanford
Yes, sir, no problem,
and,
no problem.
And I think I think they've had some conversation because Ms. Garian said she suggested a line item that she wanted Mr. Gary. I don't know if Mr. Gary was familiar with it because he's thinking that it may be something that was pinpointed by the judge or whatever. But yeah, when we get with them, they're pretty much
I didn't create it, so it wasn't no back and forth about it. It just was like when I went there to get the funds, it wasn't about it.
Okay.
so. I will get with Mr. Gary. Ms. Gary will also be in the meeting, but I will get with Mr. Gary and we'll bring it back before the board at the necessary time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gary.
Thank you, Mr. Gary.
So 423, no action at all. All right, 425. We got contract with Boogie Down Entertainment and Danny Boy Production.
So we can take it.
Which one?
Gary. It wasn't taken.
Well, no, it was just no action. It was just FYI. It was just information.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so the 425 contract with Boogie Down Entertainment and Danny Boy Production. I looked at the contract, guys, and I noticed the last time the contract came before us, well, the last time they came before us, we asked them to get us a contract, and we asked that it sort of mimic some of what the previous, because being that the park is already under contract, we had to be aware of things that they wanted to do and things that they couldn't do in it. And I looked at one major, it was a couple of major, and I spoke with the attorney about this also, but it was a couple of major things that was that I noticed, and that was the security was one, the RV hookups was also one, and the amount that they were paying. I think the contract that we have up to 2027 had a fee of $1,000, and then according to the size, the fee will grow. But with this contract here, they just want to pay a $1,000 total, regardless of the amount of people that will come. And the RV hookup, I think the RV hookup was a rate of $40 that was paid to the county for any RV that was hooked up. Right here is just saying that the county is responsible for all the hookups. And I don't know if you guys had a chance to read the contract or not, or y'all had any other questions. I've read it, and I went through and I highlighted quite a few things that was different.
When you said, I had this in mind, but when you said the RV hookup part, what do you mean?
All right. With our previous contract, RV hookup, it said it's mutual agreed that, and I'm reading from the contract that we already have, not Boogie Entertainment. Yes. It is mutually agreed the producer agrees to pay for the workable 11 hookup at a flat rate of $40 for the total of $440, whether used or not. All fees will be paid directly to Flowood Park agent. All right, and when you look over here on theirs, unless I read it wrong. All right, if an RV hookup is at the park or available, the producers shall have the right but not the obligation to use them. The county shall reserve available hookup requested by the producer for production, artists, vendors, and staff used during this event.
I definitely, but I agree with you on that. In the old contract, they purchased the 11 hookup because they were utilizing all of them, because that day we couldn't rent out to anybody else because they used them.
Okay.
So that's why they're purchasing them. They're supposed to purchase all those 11 hookups. So I agree with that. Is that have you talked to anybody?
I've talked to Mr. Supervisor. I spoke with the attorney that drafted the contract. She explained to me that she was going to wait until the board had a meeting to determine what they wanted to take out, put in, and then she would immediately modify it for the approval with no issues. After reviewing the contract, and I did speak with Mr. Mitchell about it, after reviewing the contract, if you can see the contract that we had with Mr. Ray stated that there was a protection clause that no one should have anything 60 days before the event or 60 days after. This contract states 90 days. I had a conversation with the attorney on Friday about that specifically, and that, to my knowledge, there is no issues with the day requirement, the 90 or 60 day requirement. I did not, let's see, there was another issue on page 20. I'm sorry, number 20, indemnity. We had to scratch that out, where it says neither party shall be liable to the other for consequential, special or punitive damages arising out of the agreement. Yeah. That last sentence needs to be removed.
Yeah, I got that highlighted also.
You say what now?
That last sentence on number 20.
You just got agreement except for
where it says neither party shall.
We can't continue. One thing, we can't continue to give these people these 90 days and 60 days. I mean, because you're creating yourself. They may as well lock the park up.
And I'm telling you right now, and that's what I'm looking at with this right here, because I'm not sure if we can actually go into contract when there's already one out there that has those type of time restraints on it, because I think Mr. Ray's contract says 60 days before or 60 days after. So let's say that Mr. Ray comes and say, I'm having something in September, and then they having something in October. And he's saying 90 days out. So when do those 60 and 90 overlap each other? Or when can they come across? So I'm not sure we're not going to do that.
I mean, that's all I know to do, but I can't. But it is going to overlap, because I think John Ray said he was doing one in what? May?
No, he said June.
He said June 10th week.
And he got 60 days afterwards.
You got more, yeah.
And then this one got
90 days before, so they're going to overstay. They're going to overlap. So we just
that.
Well,
I think on all contracts, in my opinion, you have your event. And if you don't want to do it, you don't do it.
Yeah.
Now the contract states that the event shall not be held 60 days before or after. Right. So the October 3rd is within that time frame. I think we can have that.
But what if somebody wants to come in between that 150 days? I mean, you can't lock your park up for that. You know, I don't know what to tell you.
This contract is finished at the end of 27.
And I think that's when we probably need to.
Revisit
What contract?
the one
John
with
Ray?
John Ray.
It's at the end of 27.
He has 24 through 27 that runs concurrent with the supervisor term. That's what he said. That was for you.
That one definitely need to be.
They gave some longer than that. They gave some 5-year contract.
Jesus. Okay. Well, I wonder can I mention.
Well, the thing about it is with this one right here, they can cancel at any time. I'm looking at the one that's been presented with us today. Right. But we have to notify them 90 or 6. I don't think we can if I looked at it. Right.
Wait, what is it? Okay,
I'm going to find it. That's John Ray. I'm looking at the terminate on the year one. The producer may terminate this agreement at any time before the event upon a written notice. And any special prepaid amount for the venue used shall be refunded except to the extent of non-cancelable third-party costs. And then it says the county may not terminate this agreement except for material breach by the producer that remains uncured for 10 days.
So we
after
the
written.
contract?
That's what it's pretty much saying, that you can't cancel, but they can cancel at any time.
I don't think either one of us out there could cancel it at a time.
I agree with that also.
I mean, once they get started, it ain't right.
Yeah,
right.
because in Mr. Ray's contract, it said termination. It said the producer in Leflore County may terminate contract by giving the 60-day notice of intent to terminate. That means he or ourselves can terminate within 60 days.
The contract we're looking at, if that's satisfactory with the board, the old one, Mr. Ray, minus the days and stuff, I think we ought to mimic something like that.
Thought that's what we said.
I mean, I want to have the event, but especially, you know, you have people out here and have something to do. But there again, we got a lot of money in these parks, and you can't just tie them completely up.
All right, well.
Is the board saying that you would wish that the contract with Boogie Down Entertainment to mimic the one with John Ray minus the other days and all of that and present that to the board?
That may be what Mr. Abraham
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Minus the days and minus this, it says this termination clause. That needs to be either the county or.
What are they termination clause say?
If they cancel, I'm not sure we need to refund anything.
No.
And that is a request that we refund, and that was stated throughout that several times.
Yeah, that needs to be absolutely.
Well, if the new contract mimics the old contract, under the termination clause, producer and Leflore County may terminate contract by giving a 60-day notice of the intent of termination. That and it's just one line.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I entertain a motion to table this contract.
I'll make it.
There has been motion by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown that we table the contract. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Note that Mr. Moore had to step out. All right. We're now at 4:30. Mr. Earl, go ahead.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yes, sir, you can.
Mr. Collins, where do we stand on this event out there at Little Round? I mean, are they paying anything?
No, sir.
How they going to get out of it?
What you mean, how they going to get out of what?
Huh?
Because we have already passed that.
Well, I mean, they didn't say that when they asked for they asked for the park.
That's what we're giving them.
But now they're going to have a concert. That's a money-making event.
I thought it was.
I mean, if you're gonna do that for them, then why would John Ray pay? Why would anybody pay? It's the same. I mean, they thought. I don't know. I ain't gonna say they intentionally deceived the board, but the board had no idea that they were talking about putting on an event. This is a for-profit event using our park, and we're competing against our own civic center. It's not logical to do this. I mean, if we're going to do it for one,
Well, I
should be doing it for everybody.
I think that's actually, and I didn't want to get into that, but I think that's what this contract we talked about today is doing, competing against our own civic center.
Well, it is to an extent, but at least the county is making something.
Okay.
I mean, you can't. I mean, we donate land for these people to make money off of. I mean, I don't even know if that's legal.
And I agree with you 100%, but but we passed it, and this next, so she's gonna come up with a price on using the park for
a uniform price for everyone to use the park for profit. Unless it's a situation like this contract.
They can use the park for for them. But I mean, they going out there and having a show. They gonna sell concessions.
Wait, what?
It's just not logical for us to do that.
It's the same thing that's going to happen in Florida. We all know that. All right. Now, let's not pretend that. But what we need to do to cover us, they at least need to get something in writing to get some insurance, because we don't know who's going to be the security.
I think they've already taken care of it.
We don't know. Taking care of where?
The insurance. You asked about the insurance last week. Several weeks we had about it.
You got a copy of the last meeting.
Okay,
Everyone got a copy.
I've looked at the insurance.
So they got the insurance. And now, do we know who's going to be the security? We don't know who's going to be who's going to clean up the trash. Is the county going to do it? Do we know how much they charging to come inside their place? The county not getting a dime from that. Now, let's be fair about this thing.
We are being fair, Mr. Brown.
No, we're not.
Oh, how we not?
No,
we passed it. Did you vote to pass it last time?
I did not know about any concert.
Okay. Well,
period. If I wouldn't have. And you know
I'm
that.
not finished. Yeah, listen.
Okay. So the thing is, we just, I want them to have it because I want things to go on in the county, but we just want to be fair. I'm not rapping about it. I would love for them to have it. I mean, I know who putting it on. I know all about it, but we just gotta be fair about whatever we do for one, we gotta do for the other. That's just covering the counties.
I, for one, would be glad to vote for it. If it came back as what it was.
Well, I tell you what, they'll just vote to stop having them all. That'd be a good thing. Everybody was his citizen.
There you go.
More than that.
There you go. I think it's a motion. But what I'm saying, if they come back,
I already did. The man having the show gave like it's on it.
Well, I mean,
that's what you want me to do. You want me to tell you, come in and put up the profit or what?
I mean, I would think that he would come to the board with a contract.
How would he probably booked his people that a price that he couldn't afford to.
Or didn't know that he required that. The day that we passed that, we didn't suggest that Mr. Streeter do any of that.
I asked him for insurance, and he brought the insurance, and the county is listed, and it's $1 million to $2 million policy. That's what I asked for.
I'm gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. Whoever brought this before this vote did not ever mention anything but we wanted to use the park. They did not mention a concert. They definitely didn't mention a for-profit. And I don't think it's fair to the others.
Do we have a letter that what we accepted? I mean, everybody got
other than the board minutes. I could find it.
I don't. It's probably in my pack somewhere. If I can remember when it happened. We pulled the minutes. The minutes. Ms. Hibbler pulled the minutes. The minutes just say to use the park.
No documentation behind it. The letter's not behind it.
All I received was an email from the staff saying add them to the agenda too.
If they said that, You know, we would have asked.
Oh,
you know,
man,
we'd have charged.
it was in there. It was in there. Now.
It was a trail ride.
Got lost some kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was a trail ride. Yeah.
We know as a board supervisor,
Every document supposed to be what you meant. Come on now.
every board member sitting here knows that this is not what we would normally do.
Oh, Rob.
But I mean, nobody had it.
So,
Yeah, honestly, didn't nobody come here and present this. It was a letter.
Yeah.
It was
are
a
you
letter.
sure it was a letter?
It was a letter. Didn't nobody come
No one
here.
came here.
Was it a
No.
letter?
And it was under my name because I questioned why it was under my name.
Cause she emailed me.
You still got on your email?
Probably got
Yeah.
The letter?
No, the email.
That's all the email.
What
She
it-
said
what
to
it-
add him to
what
the
it-
Add them
What
to
we
the
have?
agenda. That's all letters. That's all.
You said it's on. We got it on what?
It's in the February 2nd minutes when it passed.
Do we all have that?
Yes, you have your original board pack.
Everybody had it.
Supervisor Abraham just called me today asking for this, a full copy of it, but this is from the original February 2nd minute pack.
What did it say?
Let me say, man,
Can
read
you
it.
please add Kim Streeter to the agenda to reserve a little round on May 9th? I mean, we would have been glad. That's what we did. We approved. But we didn't approve the
What
rest
did you
of it.
approve?
We
What
approved
you
him to
just
use
read?
We
the phone.
ain't never approved nobody that you added to the agenda. We always have documentation. Everybody
Show me
sends a
that
letter.
you did.
That is an email
That's
that
an
she said she
email from
received.
me
Yeah,
to tell her to put it on the
That's what you
agenda.
presented,
Yeah,
right?
not the actual
No.
letter.
I never got the actual.
We all had it. Didn't we?
Bullet said he had the letter.
I
Bullet said
know
he
it was a
had
letter.
Hey, why we couldn't tell them about it?
I don't know. He just wanted to ask a question, so I guess we.
I know where I stand.
Right, you take your little back and go, what's the deal?
I can't go.
He can't
Can't
take
get it
his
back.
vote back.
Whatever you got.
All right, 4:30, Mr. Earl Bird. Sorry about that.
Well, let me ask one more thing on that. No.
He'll ask you why you coming, Mr. Earl. Come on. Yes.
Sure. During that time, would y'all be present? I know you can't sit down there all the time, but
No one has asked for us either.
okay. Well, I'm asked because I don't know what type of security they're gonna have down here, and I'm not saying you just stay there for security, but if you show your presence, I appreciate it.
Okay. Give me.
Again, the agenda.
You can, yeah. I'll let you amend it and make a motion whenever you want.
All right.
But you want to amend it now?
Yeah, let me amend the agenda.
I'm gonna move it down to
Repeat everything.
number 441.
I amend the agenda to revisit the use of little round call for a nonprofit event.
Okay.
Revisit the conversation.
All right.
Profit events.
That's his motion to amend the agenda.
Make that motion.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown. All in favor say aye. All opposed, aye.
Hell, hey.
2-2.
We're Reggie. I'm sorry, we're Supervisor Moore.
Make sure you keep up with that because something can. I don't want to be part of it.
That was just a motion to amend. It wasn't.
Well, I got to get that far now.
Yeah, it doesn't supersede the one that's initially in. But go ahead, Mr. Bird. You ready?
Hey,
How you doing?
Good afternoon, board, administration. Appreciate y'all letting us be here again. I brought with me Brian Williams, who heads up our division, and Matt McLeod. Mac, for those of you who have not met Mac, he is the project manager on the Upchurch, Leflore County Upchurch project, both phases. And so he put together, after the last board meeting, where we had requested approval for payouts 1 and 2 related to phase 2 of the project. And at that point in time, the board approved mobilization, which we're grateful for. We had some direction from that meeting with a request for some additional information. And so that's why we put together this information. I emailed it out to everyone last week, some supporting documentation. So we are seeking the remainder of the total of the first 2 payouts that we turned in. And we can answer any questions associated with that. Like I said, we sent out information, documentation to support that, including a timeline, because that was one of the things that we wanted to express to the board. So what we are seeking, just to clarify, what we are seeking is, again, the remainder of the total of the 2 payouts, 1 and 2 on phase 2. Just to kind of summarize it, that includes equipment for the courthouse, which is in the warehouse. That includes some work that has been done at the jail. That was one of the things that was requested to get sign off on that. That has been done. Mac has got that included in the packet. So we're asking for the money for the equipment in the courthouse, the MPC certificate, which has to be purchased on all projects, also the payments and performance bond, and a little bit of project management time also. So I have resources here to answer any questions related to that. But again, we are seeking the balance on those first 2 payouts.
All right, what is the first 2? What was the first 2?
We included in the packet of information we sent out some photos of the equipment. We included a certificate of insurance. We included the completion of the plumbing and work at the jail, signature on that, executed MPC for the project, that's contractor's performance, contractor's tax, and the performance and payment bond documentation, along with, again, payouts 1 and 2.
Okay, and we did, what, 1 million?
We did
1.
Okay.
Last week we paid you for mobilization.
So,
Yes,
That
sir.
was it.
That's all. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
you did.
you had some work out there that you turned in. And you got some other items on there.
Contractor's tax, performance payment bond, the work done at the jail, and a little bit of project management.
Okay. All right, that's in there.
Yes.
And then the other part of it is the equipment in the warehouse.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When is the time frame you think to complete the courthouse?
That's in there too. There's if you look in the timeline document at the back of that, next to the last page, there's actually a schedule that we put together. We actually put this together last July. And then once it got pushed, we put it together again in December, thinking we were going to, and we remobilized. And then we got held up again. And now it's just time to, we did it in December. That's when we did the plumbing and all that stuff. And then now we're just kind of sitting here with the same schedule that'll move forward. But we've had the schedule done for a long time. So,
All the equipment in that building is for the courthouse.
no, sir, that's actually all of your equipment for other buildings, ag center and other stuff. We haven't even billed for that.
That's not what we're billing.
That's not what we're billing for. But we've got
We're only billing for the equipment here and the work that is being
There's
completed.
some more out there. Once you get that, it'll be some more left.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
But you're not asking us to pay you for that.
No, we've actually even got all your lights that's going in the county. We got every one of those. We're not asking for payment.
Not asking for that.
And we only billed 80% of the jail plumbing that's been signed off on that it's 100% done. So, we're really just trying to kind of recoup our starting costs and all that.
Right. What about the warranties on that stuff out there? Where is this thing? When does this
So
start?
warranties will start upon startup. When we get through, Mac will go through and he'll have startup sheets on every piece of equipment that we put into the
So
county.
y'all bought them, but the warranty hadn't started.
No, sir. The warranty will not start. We have to give you and furnish that warranty. As a matter of fact, since we bought it in July and the project got delayed, we'll end up eating almost a year of warranty time. And that's just what we do. It's not any fault, but what I'm saying is, we're holding that cost. We're absorbing that cost. So, we're absorbing several costs with it being delayed. And then it was no fault of anybody's. It was just an unforeseen circumstance for the delay. So, that's just part of being in business.
Let me ask my attorney, is it legal to pay for that equipment?
Where's the equipment being housed?
It's in our warehouse simply because it went anywhere in the county to store it.
When you say it's in your warehouse, is that in Leflore County?
Yes, it's on Baldwin Road right here.
Is that the pictures of what we have
Yes, sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone from Leflore County been over there to verify that that's over there?
I wouldn't think so.
Not that I'm aware of.
We actually have that scheduled. Is that correct? We have that scheduled tomorrow.
But it's there. We're not making it up.
We got the pictures.
We
We got the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures. I think there's a truck in the back that says some church on it or something.
Normally, we would have to have it in hand. But they're saying that we don't have a facility big enough for the equipment. What do we? How long has it been there?
Since July.
And you haven't had to use that equipment without any of the work that you had to do?
Not that, because we've been delaying because of the financing
How
and
big a
stuff.
room you have to have?
Sir,
How big area you got to have?
it's the whole side of our shop out there.
Yeah, but how big is your shop?
I don't know. It's pretty big.
How much bigger than this room? 2 times, 3 times?
3 or 4 times, something like that. Probably 4 times.
I know.
We've got cameras, I think there's a dog.
All right. Now, what about, let's get back to the county being covered by that equipment being on your property.
Okay.
Tell me how we cover it.
You're covered 2 different ways, actually. So the first way is our building policy is going to cover equipment if it gets damaged, destroyed, whatever like that. The second thing is you guys have got a contract. So regardless that we sign, regardless if we just say, we're not giving you all that equipment, you got a contract to come back on us to say, give us our equipment no matter where it was. That's another way. Third thing is your bond. We're required and held within our performance and payment bond to provide the work that was in your contract. If we don't do that, if we lose that equipment and we say we're not giving that equipment to you, which we're not going to do, by the way, but if for some reason that happened, all you guys got to do is file on our bond and you can go get church property. Personal. They come after ownership personally.
I got you. I just want to make
3.
sure we're covered. Now, you're going to have us as an additional insurance.
We have you as an additional insured on our liability stuff right now. So, that equipment's a liability. So it should cover on that policy as well.
Yeah, it's under the
And
same.
we've already got that executed.
Shane, have you ever dealt with it?
Yes, sir.
Would you
Normal
do?
procedures, you ask for stored materials. Now, you got your attorney up there to do any legal issues as far as where it's being stored at their warehouse. So when once you pay for the stored material, there you go. Is insurance covered? It's yours, but that's the legal question. But we have to definitely pay for stored material.
I guess
I'll get the answer this evening for you, and I'll send it to everybody.
all right,
What now?
I'll get the answer this evening and send it to everybody. I'm concerned about the storage off of the Leflore County site.
When do you think, that's how you feel at this point?
It's been there since July.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure everybody's catching heat on this, including us.
Right.
We need this stuff in here,
Right.
we need it anywhere.
in this building. I mean, we didn't contract it to sit over there.
May I ask one question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Can you pinpoint and tell the supervisors? I know that it says here that you all are asking for $1,365,000. That number. Can you pinpoint to the board as to the services that you all did for that amount? You were paid for the mobilization,
Yes.
Which was one.
which was the 1.1.
1 million. Yes.
Yes.
The board has to pay for the services. And you say that you've done some plumbing and
It's all in the pay app. I mean, what we do with these pay apps, and these are AIA-based pay apps, which is standard. Every contract in Mississippi, any construction project in Mississippi uses AIA billing. If you look on the pay apps, like on pay app number 2, which is what I'm on right now, you have a line item number 4, it's project management. We're billing basically 10% of the of the total project management. That brings you up to 27% because we billed 17% on the first one. And then on the second page down at the bottom, line item 24 shows that we're billing for just the equipment at the courthouse. That's the only 2 things that are on that pay app.
Let me ask you a question. What is the county was to pay in a third, and a third? I'll put that equipment.
You need to make a copy of that page for everybody.
I don't have any control over that.
I mean, if we say we'll pay, all right, let's say it's $1 million. We'll give y'all $333,000 some odd dollars.
Okay.
And y'all get started putting this stuff in. And hopefully by the next payment, you will have that in. So the worst we would be out of is a third of the equipment cost. I know you don't want that.
But I mean,
and I don't know.
Well, then you're right, I guess, to do that. I mean, I don't have any power to come here and make you pay.
Well, I mean, we can sit up here and see if right now you want the full cost. This board got to make a determination.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying, I mean, like I said, we're kind of at your mercy about how you're going to pay us. But the funds are there. I mean, it's not like you guys are. I mean, the funds are there. It's been funded. The project's been funded. And the second thing is, all of your equipment's here. I mean, it's not just 33% of your equipment. Matter of fact, way more of your equipment than we're billing for is here. A good bit more. And other materials that we haven't even billed for you.
I guess my only concern is that we did pay the mobilization, which was 1.1, and now you're asking for 1.3, which will bring your total up to 2.5, which is well over 50% of what the entire project is. So you haven't done 25% of the work yet, and we're giving out 50% of the payment because the job total is 4.6, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. We've not done 25% of the work. I mean, getting the equipment, paying for the equipment is way bigger than the labor it takes to put it in there.
Well,
that's a lot bigger cost than what the labor put in.
But the equipment is doing us of no use if it's just equipment sitting out there and it's not in. So getting it here is just moving it from one location to another. But using it is.
But it's paying for it. I mean, we paid for that. We've already paid for that equipment.
I got you. I mean, that just, and I think Mr. Abraham talked about that. Well, he often make reference to, I don't know if we can pay for something that hadn't already been done yet. And that's kind of like what I'm looking at is 50%, and we got all these buildings that are still left. That has, if you finish it, your projected cost for doing the courthouse is 2.7 million. You got if we pay you what you're asking for today, that's 2.5. That only, if you finish the courthouse and say, okay, I need to get the rest of that only leaves us with 2.1 million. We ain't got enough left to even pay you when you finish the courthouse, even though that cost probably would have been some of that cost would have been incorporated in what you're asking us for today. But it's just that
you would. I mean, everything. If you look at your payout,
okay.
If you look at it this way, everything that you guys are ever going to pay has a line item that shows the description, and it shows the contract amount, and then it keeps up with, hey, this is what we've already billed you for, this is what we're asking for this period, this is your materials, anything stored. So these two add up to what we're asking for right now. Okay. And then it leaves your balances out here. So this is the balance of it. So it's not like we can come ask you for more money, is what I'm getting at.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying, but all right, let's say that I pay you what you asked for today. You're 2.5. You finish the courthouse in a month, and you come back and said, okay, I'm ready to be paid for the courthouse. Do we have enough money to pay you for the courthouse left?
Yes, sir.
We do?
Yes, sir.
And the cost was saying $2.6 million to do the courthouse?
Okay, so
you're going to leave it with $2.1 million.
Okay, no, sir. If you look, here's your courthouse. Here's your line items for your courthouse right here. Material, the lighting material is only $64. That's all we're going to bill you for that. Lighting install is only $1,079. We're going to bill you for that. When we finish, we got some demo. It's $83,000. We're going to bill you for that. And then other equipment and RTUs that we already have that we're not billing you for is $104,000. And then courthouse HVAC materials $359. Rental equipment's 10, installation labor is 319. So, and that's it. And there's a little bit of commissioning and some controls, and you're done. That's all in your 2.6.
That's what I'm saying. So majority of that 2.6, well, with an exception of what you're going to charge me right there, the rest of that 2.6 is what you're charging me now, is what you're getting from me now.
Yes, sir, because this is the equipment. Because the equipment, if you look, it's $807,000. It's by far the biggest expense we have.
That's what I'm
on
saying.
The courthouse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. But you would definitely have enough. I mean, because your whole project totals up on these payouts. Right. The whole 4.6, and that 4.6 has already been funded. It's already in your bank account, or available in your bank account. The funds are there at the bank.
So it's not like it's going to put your county in the hole or anything like that.
Okay, so that's the end of it. That would be the labor, the equipment, and everything. Well, what we give you today, and then that other remaining balance, we do have that, and that'll be that. There won't be no additional costs or anything additional.
That's right. The only thing you're paying us on the courthouse that we're asking you to pay for us today is the $809,000 of equipment. Actually, there's another $132,000 of equipment because you do have some rooftop units down there on the old jail area. And we've got those as well, but we're not even billing for those. So you're really only getting 90%, 80%, whatever it is, of the cost of the equipment for the courthouse. Yeah. But I mean, that's what I was showing. I don't know if y'all saw. If you look over here when it starts, these are your line items from the courthouse. So we haven't billed you for this one line. That's equipment. All the rest of them, you see, we're billing you zero. We've still got 100% left. We've billed zero. So the full balance is here. But all these other line items, and you see, the biggest one is like that's $110,000. If you look, like even the HVAC installation labor is only $319,000. I mean, it's way less than the equipment.
How much
I mean,
you asking
it's
for?
kind of like,
1.3 million.
Mr. Collins, I mean, if you put somebody comes to you with a car and says, I need a new motor, the
What's your
biggest
motion?
cost of that is the motor.
I'm ready to make a motion.
You're not going to charge as much labor as a motor costs. It's kind of the same.
On the attorney making sure it's legal. Now, I'm gonna make a motion to pay you that 1.3?
1.365571.7.
Based on the attorney getting a determination that this is legal.
Are we comfortable that this is for, this work is for the services?
No, that's just for equipment, isn't it?
No, sir.
No, there's other services in here too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about not for the equipment for the courthouse.
No, the work at the courthouse so far is just us mobilizing schedules, all this, some administrative and the equipment.
Right.
And you've already paid the other.
Some of this is service work, and the remainder is equipment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There again, I'm going back to my motion. I'm willing to pay the 1.3 million, subject to the attorney getting approval from the audit or attorney general. If you don't get it, we don't pay it.
1.4 million.
That's real simple. I mean, I can't.
1.365.
That's the best I can do. If it's legal, it's legal.
Okay, well, I have a question.
Yeah.
What if you amended your motion and say, we paid for all the other stuff except for because you know that's all been done.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Except for the equipment at the courthouse, and then if it comes back legal, you'll pay that as well.
I don't have a problem with that. That's the work that's already been done, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's the work that's already been done, and
How much is that?
it's whatever the right at 1.4 minus the 800.
That's 800 is your equipment.
Yeah.
We'll get 1 point.
So that's already been done. That work.
No, I ain't right. I ain't going to round. Why did we come from 1.483230? I thought it was 1.365571.7.
Yeah, that's phase one.
Okay. Well, he's saying 1.4, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, this ride
What is the total
here
amount?
is really the total.
Right. So not 1.4. That's minus the equipment.
What's the total amount minus the equipment? Do y'all have that, Earl?
Minus the equipment.
Sir,
What is that
Total
price?
amount minus the equipment.
yeah, I'll make a motion to pay that minus the equipment. That's the first motion. That's my first motion.
That's your first motion. I mean, you make it.
I'm planning on doing
second
the
that.
other two.
I'll second that. That's minus the equipment.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown to pay this.
How much the equipment, you know?
The MPC is $181,020. I'm calculating this because I ain't smart enough to do it. And this is straight from your pay. I've got these. $181,020. $129,300. $32,111.30. 32,111. 111.3. I think that's all. That's all on that payout, and then on payout 2, we have 18,800. So we're here. Starting. So right here, they've already paid this. So it's just these three.
Do I have a calculator?
He asks, are you calculating?
Oh, no. I don't see the numbers he has.
Brian, you're giving us what's actually been work done, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, plus your MPC and your we've got those certificates in the packet. You can see that we've
The
done.
county can pay for services actually rendered.
Right.
Did you get this? That's on payout 2.
1885.
8,000,000.
Cynthia, have you seen the schedule? Looking at?
$361,320.30.
Say that again.
$361,000.
380. Which one I'm looking at? 360.
I got 380, 209.
380.
Mm-hmm.
209.
Which one's right?
380.
Where'd you get 380 or 60 from?
I think he's probably stopped one number short.
Here, Miss Isler, you look smarter than the rest of us.
So you guys, you've already paid this
Right.
that we billed for. That's the mobilization.
Right.
So we're asking for MPC, we're asking for bond, and a little bit of project management that we did up front. And then on phase 2, there's a little bit of project management that we did out of the jail and all that.
Okay.
The only other thing
Now, this project
outside,
management, what is that?
that's his thing.
Okay,
And
now we're
his
changing
assistant's thing.
what's going to happen.
Sir?
We had made it to that,
What's going to happen.
Mr. Abraham. We had made it to
Man, this is.
I understand, but I'm saying if Shane does it, what's going to happen?
I mean, that's
Are we
on
going to
you
be paying
guys.
them both?
Well, that's a third party. I mean, we didn't contract with Willis. I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly about it. We don't mind him, us working with him at all. Matter of fact, I think it's a good thing.
Did we pay two contract? Did we pay two of them? Project managers.
If you're only doing the numbers that's highlighted,
Ma'am?
you're doing the numbers that's highlighted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Not these numbers.
No.
I got 361, 320, 30.
Well, no,
3 what? 3 what?
361, 321, 320, 30.
361, 320, 130.
320.
320, 30.
Yes.
He's good, Mr. Sam.
So-
It costs a lot of money. Right.
All right, your motion, that's what you got to
yeah, my motion is to pay the 361,000, whatever it is.
320.
$320.30.
That's my motion.
That's your motion to pay that amount, the 361,320.
What a 380.
That's for work up to date and bonds and all that.
So we're scratching that number, that 380.
Yeah, I think he may have had it wrong in this one.
Well,
And
that's my motion.
this is the only other, that's your equipment that the equipment in the courthouse that we're billing for. That's the only other thing that's on those pay apps. So that number that you've got, 361, is.
All right, well, that's my first motion.
Well, yeah, second now.
It has been, I'm not going, it has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown that we pay the amount of $361,320.30. Any other questions?
Mr. President, this is based on the attorneys.
Yes.
This was services rendered.
As long the county can pay for services rendered, already rendered.
Okay.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm glad you said so. I brought it. There's plumbing at the jail. I'm sorry.
There's a what?
Plumbing at the jail that I left out.
Do we pay for it?
We got a motion to do on this.
That's right.
I can do whatever, but we got a motion to do.
Well, I can amend my motion. If they got some more money, I said they've already
You
done.
already got some service.
I mean, I just want to pay them for what they've done.
I understand that, but we got to be a little cleaner than this. We got to be a little cleaner than this. We going as they pop up numbers. We going on with everything.
Here's the jail plumbing right.
That should have been.
You've done that work.
Yes, sir. There's in your packet, there should have been a letter where Mr. Banks out of the prison, the jail signed off.
I don't understand. I mean, Eric, I understand where you're coming from. It ought to be coming from the county administrator to us. I don't know where the breakdown's going.
Well, because of what came to, I'm just looking at what coming to us now. Everything is being broken down now as we entertain this. It's being broken down now. So now, y'all, you go ahead and modify
Well, I
your
don't know how
motion.
much it is.
You was at 361.
Yeah, it was 361, 320, 30.
It's gonna be more than that, it's gonna be 500.
Where did it come from?
Sir,
What's the 361?
That's your
I can't even answer.
and project management.
Yeah. Oh, you got to add something
We having a work session.
We are. It's two project managements. So it's $607,768.30.
Can you give me that again?
Huh?
We sure of that?
What's the number again, Miss Hill?
I mean, for what they have, yes.
That's it.
Miss Hill,
$607,768.30.
And that's for services already rendered.
Again,
I'll amend my motion to
Here's certificate of completion signed by Mr. Banks out of the jail. That's all the plumbing. And if you look on the payout, we're only billing 80%. And it's been signed off on completion, it's 100%. So
this point, all right, I'll make that motion to 600 and something.
it has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham, and are you still second? And second by Supervisor Brown, that we pay the amount of $607,768.30. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
This certificate of completion that is signed by Mr. Banks. This is it says scope work plumbing and plumbing control. So there's 607,000 is what's being billed for the plumbing and the
300.
it's a piece of that 607. It's 246,000.
$448.
plumbing
Yes.
and the plumbing control. And the 361 is from
The bond, the MPC, and project management.
What all here?
Project management on one sheet is $18,889. Project management on another sheet is $32,111.30. Bond is $129,300. MPC is $181,020.
And what else?
And then the $246,448 for the jail plumbing.
Right, you didn't have that on the payout, but you paid whatever the board is. They only had 80%, which is the 197, 158. You don't pay it all, 46.
You don't have to pay that because we didn't bill it. If you look back on that, I gave you that. So what he's saying is,
I'm just saying, you match what they got.
the jail plumbing. So the jail plumbing's total is here. So what we have, this is draw payout.
Hold on. Here's what I want to do. You got to get ourselves together.
My mother.
I'm on Brian. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to withdraw my motion. I want you to do me a favor. I want y'all to get with the county administrator and put some numbers together and get with Shane and let's get this thing straight.
Okay.
By Monday. I'm willing to make the motion, but I mean, it's too much.
The easiest thing to do would be to get the total and subtract the equipment.
Y'all just do me a favor. Get with them. I mean, I know you want to get it done, and I want to. But get that with her. Get that straight and get the amount of equipment left. And in the meantime, I would like for you to see if it's okay for us to pay for equipment that's located in Leflore County and insured by them. And then Monday we'll deal with it. I mean, that's the only thing I know because it's too confusing. We're coming up here with different numbers. I can't do that. I mean, I want to help, but I can't.
Okay.
I just legitimately want to see the right number. And then we'll go from there. But Monday, hopefully we can make a motion, and if he finds out it's okay, we can make it for everything. I will make it whether it pass or not. I can't promise. but I will make it. Is that okay?
That was your.
I withdrew my motion.
Mr. Brown second.
Mr. Brown, I withdrew my motion. Is that all right? Or you want to table?
I'm sticking with it.
Huh?
I'm sticking with it.
Well, you gonna make the motion then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, basically, and I know we went through, because we went through a bunch of scenarios. If you look at what we're asking for, if you take out the one line item, which is courthouse equipment, so we're asking for, I got all this jumbled up there.
All right. What is your
whole balance?
What is your total number? 607.
They saying that this is the whole amount. It should be 80%.
So the whole balance was that we're asking for was $1,365,571.70. If you guys want to wait till you get the, judgment from the equipment, we just subtract this equipment number of $807,093 from that number, and that's the number that's left.
Okay, Mr. Bryan, Mr. Abraham pulled his motion back, so that motion is no longer out there. Mr. Brown said he's going to motion to go with that 607, 768.30.
What is the amount? I still need to know.
Two numbers. This number.
80% of the $246,448. That's correct.
If you subtract that from the number you had written, that would be the.
49, 289, 600.
If you want to double check it, it's these two numbers. It's that number.
Okay, that's what I got. 558 and 478.70.
Okay. Yeah, that number might.
Tell me again.
Okay, it's $558,478.70. That's 80% of the contract price for the plumbing, which is $197,158.
Mr. Brown, the amount, which is 80%, would be if you want to make the motion, is $558,478.70.
Okay, after talking with the county administrator, I'll put it back.
You gonna pull it back?
Yeah, we'll table that to Monday.
Okay, that's your motion to table?
Yeah, to Monday. But they got to get with the county administrator.
All right, it has been motioned by Supervisor Brown and second by Supervisor Abraham that we table this until Monday. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
Hey, you gonna get with the county administrator before Monday?
I'll get with them. I'm back from the look. See, I'll get with them.
Shane's gonna be involved. Well, I can't say that yet.
Shane may be involved.
Huh?
May not.
Well, they're saying we're not moving their project manager. They're still getting paid. So.
But their project manager's on their project. He works.
We had Matt had a question just to kind of talk to you guys. This equipment that is here in our warehouse, can we put it in the Civic Center?
No. We got room in the Civic Center to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so. That's why
we put it in the Ag Center, but I don't have security there.
That's why we have it there.
Well, we're giving them a hard time with where the stuff at, but we don't have nowhere to put it. That don't make sense.
I think the hard time is with the numbers.
No, I'm talking about equipment right now. I know what you're talking about, and I agree with the number. That's why I made a motion to take. But I'm talking about that did come up with the equipment. We're giving them a hard time with this equipment, but then we don't have nowhere to put it. We're gonna put it in there.
Wait. I got you, Mr. Brown, but
yeah,
that's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just move on. We'll get this thing hopefully Monday. We'll have it where we can make that motion and we can move forward.
And Mr. Attorney will hopefully have some.
He will have some.
I will have information.
As long as we're covered, I'm okay. But when we do this, somebody needs to go to work.
Now, let me ask you this.
I mean, I don't know why I'm sitting out there. I mean, I'm ready to go to work.
Mr. Sam, we're carrying, I mean, until last week, we were carrying almost $2.5 million worth of cost.
Well, I'm willing to pay you though, Brian, but I gotta have some work done.
We've done work.
All right,
I get where you're saying, but
we gonna get you straight money, hopefully.
Okay. I mean, we want to do this project. That's one of the reasons why we did this timeline. We showed, even through the Windows project, we held that cost for 6 months. There was a lot of cost because we kept working. But now, we're still in the hole on that. Not really in the hole, but we're just we got to keep our head above water. It's a cash flow thing with business.
You tell whoever you at this 1 week, we ought to know something.
Okay.
Just please give us.
We would, yeah. We'll give it.
And Shane, because Shane needs
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to vote on it first.
I understand.
Can I ask y'all to be, but I'll give you.
If that don't pass, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Bye, I'm leaving.
I want it to pass. I like working with Shane.
Thank y'all, guys. All right, we're now at 4:35. Yvonne Gurian, Comptroller.
Good afternoon.
Good man, how you doing, Ms. Gurian?
First place for the
There has been motion by Supervisor Brown and second by Supervisor Collins that we approve the constable fees. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Thank you, Ms. Gary. 440, Cynthia Stansel, County Administrator.
Good afternoon, Board.
Afternoon.
Approval for Jacqueline Sanderford Rose request to use Little Round Park Pavilion on May 16, 2026 for a senior class of Leflore Christian School family picnic.
No.
I just read what I'm asked to read.
We have a motion out there by Mr. Collins. It has been motioned by Supervisor Collins and second by Supervisor Moore. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. No, Mr. Abraham is being nay. All right. We're now at 4:45. Engineer report.
Hold on, you forgot.
No, they didn't pass.
Oh, yeah, two.
I'll get to you.
I ain't worried about you with me. Get something to get.
We're ready for you, Shane.
I've already charged 2 hours on this project. I've already charged 2 hours on this project.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Hey, that first one.
All right. Approval of supplemental agreement for Magnier Construction.
That's the SAP 4267. Mr. Collins, that's your box covered on 512. What it is, got so many spring heads coming up, a lot of water coming up under the roadway, so they're going to backfill with sand instead of bar material or dirt, and to absorb some of this water and stuff. So this is what this supplemental agreement is doing. It's going to add probably around $20,000 to the project we pay for through state aid.
There has been motion by Supervisor Collins and second by Supervisor Abraham. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
And Shane, you said it's state aid?
That is state aid. It'll be paid for through state aid.
All right. You have a B also special project hourly rate that's under Shane.
That's on this the energy savings project, courthouse, and another building, county-owned building.
What kind?
I'll make that motion if you oversee that project.
No, we need 25.
But don't go.
Can
Look,
I bill right now?
when you come in here,
Yes.
you make sure you got it.
Oh, yeah, we have the numbers already totaled up, everything.
Okay.
Just be, but that's it.
Now, did you get a second?
Sir,
Did you get a second?
I don't know.
Sir.
I'm not used to it.
That's all right.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown that we bring Shane on to look over the energy saving project. Any questions? Willis, I'm sorry, Willis Engineer. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
That's all I have.
Now we can give you Shane when we meet this week. Thank you, Shane.
Thanks, Shane. Appreciate it. All right. We're now at 4:50. Road Managers Report. Doing good.
Hey, Jerry.
It ain't not here too bad.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That's a
These two big.
yeah, them two different ones.
One of them not much different than the other.
Yeah, they that much different. What we got is one of them is you can hook it up two different ways. You can go with hydraulic or either you use that. It got a gas engine on the back, and then we are so many of them made so close alike. It's hard to find the ones identical. In other words, you can use it with hydraulic or the gas engine.
I see.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. And then whatever we have, both of them can claim turn it the weight. We got the big long arm excavator, and we're gonna need the one with the hydraulic, so that we'll be able to load and move around like we need to.
Which one you look? Which one you want?
The most expensive?
They're less expensive.
Both of them hydraulic, right?
Yeah, both of them. Water got the gas engine.
And this one's hydraulic.
Hydraulic, yes.
And you rather go with the gas?
Gas engine, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said right. Okay.
Yeah, the one with the lowest flow.
Yes.
With water.
Who got these two quotes? Who got the two quotes?
I did. We called around. We went up there and looked at them, and we called around. And there was something one for water. We didn't look at it. We got them to send it in through email.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure these are comparable quotes.
Well, I sort of, we got all the ones that we had close to the logo that we had, and I got with the purchase clerk, and we looked over, and then okay?
Question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Waters, do they sell a hydraulic logo as well?
He said, water, that's the one got the gas engine, which got the hydraulic. But the other one, it go with the hydraulic or the gas engine. They offer both of them. That's the difference in the price. Where the other one only offer one.
Okay, Waters, this is the gas.
Yeah.
Southern is gas.
Gas and hot jolly. You can go either or.
You can go either or.
Yeah, because your gas and you don't. And the only thing, and another factor on that, one will carry off of both of them, is that the neck is longer. Some of our county roads are the ones we have. We were able to make it utilize it pretty good, but
the southern states have one that's gas on.
Well, we would have. I can check with them and say they offer one with the gas, but they didn't give a price on the one with the gas.
Right.
And we offered it, but if you look at the weight capacity, that one is smaller. It'll be right on the borderline of hauling what you need.
Can we, Jerry, if you don't mind, I mean, like for water, if you got this gas, can we check and see do they have?
See, could we get both of them for either or, so we won't have.
And the same for this other one here.
Yeah, if we want Taven to next Monday. Yeah, that'll be fine. But the only thing, the one that we got now, we got the narrow one. When it's wet, but if it raining, we limit the loading and unloading due to a safety. So it's narrow.
Since this price on the gas with water is considerably lower than southern things, I would say just get a quote from southern states on the gas only. Because then
we'll have gas on
it. Then you have your quotes compared.
It's apples to oranges right here.
How it works out, it works out.
Yeah. Well, that's for good. I'll be willing to go in the weekend. We'll have something back for y'all Monday.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, we may have it. I may have it out there in the curb. It's so many of them come in on so close, but the weight capacity is not there for the carrier. Right. But I got another one from another company. I also got the gas and hydraulic, but it was higher. Yeah. So I called myself narrowing it down, but I should have known that way. But anyway, All right, y'all get hold on to that, and I can.
Yes, sir.
Well, I can take that back up, and then we'll come back on that. All right, now let me tell you right now we had a lot of beaver down. We had to keep open, and we had to keep doing a lot of moving around. On last week, and just as fast as we can open.
I'm gonna hold on.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, and then we get a lot of calls. Also, we got to finish picking up that debris. We got debris coming back out on us pretty good, and we got to move around, try to get some of that taken care of. And then with them two of the bigger complaints we getting right now, along with the drag room.
Gotcha.
And so we got to move around. We got some of them been there so long. The turn color gonna be a firehouse. Also, the other house over there. Some people get wanted out from front of their house.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Mr. Jerry. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, board. That's what I'm about to say. That's what I was about to say. I know it's Look Great Services is in the audience. We probably need to amend the agenda.
Oh, they're not on it.
They're not on it. We're down.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion with me and the agenda.
I'll second that. It has been motioned that Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Mitchell that we amend the agenda to let Looks Great Services come forward. Any question? Right now. What time? Where are we at? 4:52. Yes, sir. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried.
I make a motion to add Looks Great. Second.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Moore and second by Supervisor Collins that we add Look Great Services to the agenda. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. All right, Look Great Services.
We appreciate you guys adding this to the last bit like that too. So we were just looking for some guidance kind of what the county wants to do going forward. I know there's been some mention about some additional roads and stuff that still needs to be picked up. That would require an NTE extension if we were to do so. We were just looking for your guidance on that and what the plan was going forward.
So have y'all picked up, or will this be second round, or is roads that y'all haven't picked up?
There is some roads, I think. I know you made mention of some that you knew of that we didn't know about. I don't know what roads those are.
I think I mentioned that. I think you did that, though. That was like County Road 513 or something.
Was that the one?
That's the only one I could.
If that's the case, there's some roads we've technically gone a second pass on. There's some we've even done third and fourth passing on some of the subdivisions. So if there is any additional work, we can do that. Our biggest concern right now is that there is ash still at the county DMS that we had that still needs to be hauled out.
Would it be better to wait and let it dry out?
It's been drying out for a good minute. I haven't been over there in the last couple of days or so. Jerry maybe probably has been there ever since I have too. So I'm not sure 100% how dried out it is, but yes, not necessarily the dry out. It was the cooled off is what we were concerned about.
Okay. We still have debris.
Okay.
Okay, I think in several areas. What would it take? Are we at our limit yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would it take to go and be comfortable where we can get through?
So that's very hard for me to say just because I haven't seen all of the areas that may or not have been pushed out yet. If you're asking for a rough estimate what that would look like, I'd say 500,000 in NTA extension. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean we would go up to $2.5 million. That would be, we would try our best to stay under that, but we don't know exactly what all's left out there yet.
Would you think if we said $500,000 more dollars, it would cover everything we got?
I'm not going to guarantee that. I'd say I feel more comfortable with that number, yes. That would be going into our haul out as well, too.
Let me ask you this. What would you assume the associated cost would be to get rid of the ash, to haul the ash off? That's
rough estimate off the top of my head. I'd say around 250 to 30, give or take.
So what would be
250 to 30. And again, that's a very rough estimate based off of how we're scoring.
And you going to the landfill?
Leflore.
Huh?
That's a
It's about 125,000 cubic yards that we brought in for you guys. It reduces by about 95%, and it's based on the tonnage rate of Leflore.
Did we have high wind Friday night? Probably blew some of it.
It probably got
The
some
only
of
place you can't dump that is a landfill.
Correct, yes, sir.
You can't dump it in a rubber field. It has to be a landfill.
It would have to be, I believe DEQ would have to get involved. They'd have to be make sure they were permitted. Short answer, that's a possibility, but we don't know of any around here or anything like that, and it would be a much longer, drawn-out process.
Oh, Sean, I did get a. I'm glad you. Say that again.
Oh, reimburse us, yes.
Some of it,
yeah.
You gonna pay some of it. You got some skin in the game.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to give us 87.5% back, right?
I'm not sure. I couldn't answer that with full certainty.
That's the man.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, that's my understanding. Yeah, I mean it's 12.5%. I think that the state's getting that. So now Joe from ER Assist would have the exact, but that's what we're working on. That assumption.
Okay.
So yeah, 12.5 cents on the dollar.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Sean. Our rubbish landfill. It's permitted. Can they take it out there?
I can't answer that. All I can do is ask the DEQ.
I mean, if you took it to Iowa, would we get 87.5% back?
Have y'all ever taken any to a rubbish?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
We're hauling in Winona and Montgomery and all of our stuff. All the ash from there went to Leflore as well. So we go off of their posted rate at the $70 a ton.
Okay, how long we gonna get our 87.5% back, I guess? So you think that's gonna be 250? Okay.
That's a rough estimate, yes, sir.
All right, so what do your best estimate, you say another 250 to pick the rest of the stuff up?
I can't answer that with full certainty. I can just say I'd feel more comfortable if that's the route you guys chose to do. Bringing your extension or your NT up to a 500,000.
What you think gonna be smart if they supervisor out there district see how much stuff is out there?
I mean, what you gonna, somebody gotta pick it up though.
Still gotta look at the road, yeah.
Huh?
We can't throw everybody out there. I mean, let's just ride and see what we got.
So remember, as you guys we're picking up more. That ash haul out is still obviously going up as well too.
But you realize, Ron, while we doing that, while you riding around, ain't nobody picking up. They through picking up, then they get some more money.
Correct.
Well, I think his thing is just to be able to identify, because just to put out 500,000 and say, once we identify and say, okay, I got 5 rows that need to be picked up, you have 5 rows. Because right now, if we tell them, okay, go pick up something, he don't know where he's going. He said he can't identify the road.
But I'm saying he can go to work tomorrow morning and pick him up.
Where?
Wherever we tell him to.
How we gonna tell him if that's what he just suggested?
I know where mine is.
Oh, well, say that part then. That's the part. Okay, it's that part then.
Jerry, have you looked at the areas with rubbish or more areas than
And throughout the county, I go based on my phone calls I receive in, and I go out and look at them, and just about all the areas that we have picked up 3 to 4 times, it's right back out there again. Every time a big wind comes through, it come right back. You can clean it up 3 days it back.
So our advisement would be, if you guys want us to go back to work and doing that and doing this 3rd, 4th, sometimes some areas 5th pass, we can do that, but we would recommend publicize this to your constituents and let them know XYZ date is the final date you have to push stuff out.
And we did that.
Well, we did that. They're not listening.
And I rolled it all 5 years. I mean, every week is different.
We can ride it tomorrow. The next day it's going to be more certified.
That's it.
I would think we lean a lot on Mr. Smith as far as
identifying the location.
Being able to know. There you got no certain. That's all I'm saying.
So that's why we did recommend going up to 500,000. That would cover any additional stuff that was found out there, along with the ash was our estimate on that. That's why we recommended going to that.
Okay, we still at 87.5% on everything. The monitors, all that. Mr. President, I make a motion that we go up to 500,000.
Can you put in there with Mr. Smith? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, somebody got to tell them where it's going to go.
Mr. Smith, and that Mr. Smith ride the areas and notify them.
Yeah, notify them.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, because we're going to get an 87.5% back.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get it over with.
I second that.
There's been motion by Supervisor Abraham that we go up to 500,000. And second by Supervisor Brown. Any other questions?
I mean, when they'll start hauling the ash.
I think that should be the first thing. Why the roles are being identified.
Let me ask you a question. Is this in the city too? Or this is county?
No, that's city too, because they keeping up with it.
Okay, so has the city got to they cut off money, but they said they gonna put it.
So
everybody get cut off.
There ain't no cut off.
So as far as Greenwood goes, we feel confident saying that Greenwood is complete because they did publicize that. We've worked with Mayor Cox about that. So everything that's out there, they're claiming it's done. If they would want us to go back to work, we could do that there. But our intention was only county roads. What we assumed.
Hey.
They say complete, man.
All right, it's gonna be
I tell you what,
it's gonna be all church that thing.
I'm gonna win my motion. the Greenwood complete. You go $250,000 and get the ass shot. Let them worry about it.
They publicize it as just as much as you guys did as well too. From now, because we weren't ready to you guys already publicize.
I got you, sir.
Okay.
So
Your motion what?
$250,000 move back.
Move that.
now, at first it was $500,000. Why stop? Is 87 point?
Because I ain't got it. All my
Because he only want
all my considered.
Oh, so this ain't before Ken. I got you. All right, that's his motion. To go 250.
To move the ash.
To move the ash.
Because it has to be moved. Right?
Somebody got moved.
You second?
To move the ash. Yeah, to move the ash.
So again.
I think we clear on what it's for.
Right, nobody second. Oh, well, Brian second. Hold on, let me see if Brian was saying this.
Oh, look. Yeah, Brian, go ahead.
You just saying you second, or you? Oh, you pull it back from that from that 500. Okay. So there's the motion of Supervisor Abraham that we give the $250,000 to remove the ash, and second by Supervisor Moore. Up to 250.
Right.
Any?
Right, I'm talking about in terms of how long the timeline.
How long it's going to take us to remove the ash out?
Yes.
So we anticipate a 3 to 4 week call out. That's kind of what our anticipation is on the high end.
3 to 4 week call out.
Yes, sir.
So on a weekly basis, you'll be able to let us know, okay, this week, 25,000. Next week, whatever the weekly.
Are you asking for dollar amount or the
weekly rates?
Yes.
As far as what it will cost when you.
Yeah, I can give you guys a fairly close estimate that weekly. Yes.
Weekly. They won't let you bury it. They won't let you bury it on site.
Not to my knowledge, no, sir.
Not if you want to get reimbursed.
Huh?
Not if you want to get reimbursed.
Okay.
Okay.
The landfill gonna charge for your
Say again, sorry.
Are the landfill gonna charge no cost of skate?
So you have a tipping fee cost, and that's when we're talking about the $250,000. That's in that.
That's it.
Okay. So if there's no other question, all in favor, say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. All right, so 250 to remove ash.
Up to
250 to remove ash.
Our weekly updates. I'm in it all week.
Jerry, I got some debris in my head.
All right, 450. We're now at 455. Ms. Deborah Tate Hibbler. All right. A. Request to approve of February 9th, 2026 board minutes.
Make that. Whoa.
That was the one with the contract from Mr. Gary. The contract with Mr. Gary as far as holding on until he got here.
So he came last week.
Yeah. That's right.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it. It has been motioned by Supervisor Moore and second by Supervisor Mitchell. All in favor? Any questions? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. You opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. All right. B, approval for tax receipts to be issued on homestead chargebacks.
Yes, sir.
It's a D.
It's a D.
Yep. Okay, we received homestead chargeback notices from the Department of Revenue, and we have sent out the certified mail notifying all the persons, and now it is time to go to the tax collector so that they can issue the receipts so that to bill the constituents for the homestead chargeback.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion.
But it doesn't matter.
I entertain a second for this motion.
And you said homestead setback. Help me with that.
Homestead chargebacks.
Chargeback. Help me with that.
Yes, sir. There are various reasons. Most of our personnel have 3 reasons why the Department of Revenue is saying they're not eligible for homestead exemption. One is if they filed their state income tax indicating they lived in another state, or 2, if they did not meet the qualifications for a head of family. And most of them are because they have not complied with the state income tax laws for the state of Mississippi, which means they have an outstanding debt with the state of Mississippi that has not been cleared at the time deadline. So they have until like mid-February to pay their outstanding income tax from the previous tax year filings.
Okay. So
and if it's not, then they send us a letter indicating who those persons are, and we have to take their homestead exemption credit back. Yes, sir. We have to bill them for the homestead exemption credit.
Okay, because they didn't qualify and need one of those.
Correct.
All right.
Go ahead. That's it.
There has been motion by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Brown. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. All right. C.
We had R&B Farms to contact us. In their review, they noticed that they did not get their money back for property redemption. And in looking in the records, that tax sale was voided by the board in January of 2023. But the warrant was never issued to refund R&B Farms the money they paid at the tax sale, which was $1,304.94.
Make that motion, please.
I have a motion. Waiting on a second.
They not listening.
I have a motion. Waiting on the second.
You got to reimburse them their money from the tax sale of the board.
Nobody second. I second.
There has been motion by Supervisor Brown and second by Supervisor Abraham. Any question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. All right, we have a D, budget amendment.
Board, due to, I guess, coming in mid-term or partial term, the amount allocated for attending court has never been caught up to date in the correct amount. $30,000 was budgeted. I think last year we spent $45,000, where we earned $45,000 in attending court and handling court records. And that amount still has not been updated. We're requesting a budget amendment of $21,606 to bring us out of the hole of covering attending court.
At board, myself and Ms. Hibbler have gotten together to go over this budget amendment, and I'm satisfied with it.
Moving something around.
Yes.
No, we don't.
Hold on.
You're not?
No, we're not. We're. She's going to be over budget in that line item.
Oh, wait a minute. She's
How many line items at the bottom? How many? The category gonna be over budget?
Not the whole category, but that line item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not the
she was under budget.
Why don't you move something around?
Ain't nothing
You
moving
don't have nothing to
around.
move around, you're gonna be over. Where you use the line item you talking about?
She might be paid now. At the end of the year. So.
Attending court. They never budgeted.
So you already 12, 36, 45 now.
Yeah, that makes it 45. Administrative transfer to state. Looks like it's probably on one low too.
Gonna be low.
Yeah, 45 now.
Yes.
Budgeted for 30.
Yes.
And the 21,606 is what you're asking for.
To increase the budget line.
Right, 21,606.
But what I'm saying is, if you do that, you're gonna put that at what? 41,000. What are you gonna put that number at?
That's gonna be
45, 51. Where you gonna get the other money? Where you gonna get the money from?
That's yeah.
I mean, because you're not going to inject any new money in there, so it's got to come out of some of these line items. You follow what I'm saying? The bottom line number
is 30.
Going to be the same, right?
If you don't put anything else in the
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to move money from some of these other line items to cover that.
To make up for that 21, because you budgeted at 30,000, and you want an increase of 21.
She don't have any money.
So
if you don't have enough money, you're going to have to bring money in.
She don't have nothing to bring in.
Is that what you're saying?
Me? Nope. We don't have any to bring in.
Well, you got to have it. You got to. I mean, she's attending court. She ain't got to charge.
What was she going to
Well, what happened when we did the budget? Originally, in December, Ms. Hibbs took everything out in December. She said she was going to wait until the next fiscal year so she can budget everything then. Now she wants to bring it in so she can see how it will be. But ain't nothing there to see how it would be, so
that's not what Ms. Hibbs said.
Because y'all moving.
Wait until October, then she can budget the way that she wanted to budget and put in exactly how much she wanted to be put in. But right now,
in the 24-25 budget, Lennon, the consultant with North Central, and I talked that they were under budgeting that line item based on what had already been expended because Mr. Gary and them had not expended as much as we did.
Let's do this if you don't mind. This number right here, this 157,900.
Let me look at what you.
That's good. You don't need to do anything until we get to where that goes.
Say it again, Sam.
That bottom number.
157.9.
Right. See where she's at. She's actually spent over here.
That's from 89.
Year to date.
Right.
I see 89,405.
Let's see. That might be more than enough
to get her to that.
Anyway.
Because you got 157.
I wouldn't make any adjustment right now.
Okay.
But pay.
Huh?
But they can still pay.
Yeah, they still pay, and at the end, we'll make an adjustment.
If needed.
If needed. Okay. Well, you're going to have to adjust it when you do your budget and then at the end.
So what's your motion?
There's no motion. No action taken on that.
Okay. So it'll be on the claim docket.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So that's all. So I entertain a motion to adjourn.
You got some stuff to say.
It has been motioned by Supervisor Abraham and second by Supervisor Collins. Any questions? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Ayes have it.